Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Still on the increased call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, Edwin Clark, the convener of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, has called on President Bola Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of Federation, Lateef Fagbemi San, to drop all charges against Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Edwin Clark made his appeal in an open letter addressed to President Bola Tinubu on Sunday, stating that the presidential executive powers should be used to release the IPOB leaders. Although Edwin Clark noted how he never supported the activities of IPOB under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, but today Nigeria is a broken country where many groups have cried foul to the way Nigeria has been going since 1999 because of the military constitution imposed on Nigerians by the military. And we can see that today our economy is falling, our democracy is failing, our education and health institutions are collapsing. The youth are jobless. Some people are treated as second-class citizens while a few enjoy the fruits of the so-called democracy we are passing through, coupled with the violence, coupled with the insecurity in the southeast, and if allowed to continue, the circumstances would be very, very unpleasant to all Nigerians. The unity of the country can only be achieved and sustained if every part of the country is treated equally with other parts in all ramifications. No one should ever play God over Nigeria. No section owns the country more than other sections. This is why we want the president to assure Nigerians of our oneness. Clark had assured that Nnamdi Kanu's release would end the Monday sit-at-home order in the southeast and restore peace in the country. And at this point, we really need to look into this because the release of Nnamdi Kanu by Mr. President on political grounds is overdue. The president should direct the Attorney General to free Nnamdi Kanu, who has shown his intention to work with the federal government in order to bring peace and stability in the southeast region and to Nigerians as a whole. And it has been recently done in similar cases of treasonable felony, as the case of the Miyetti Allah president, Abdullahi Bello Bojido of Nasarawa State. Guys, this is coming from Chief Edwin Clark, who have directed the president to direct the AG of the Federation to drop all charges against Nnamdi Kanu. This is an appeal to the president on Nnamdi Kanu's behalf. See, Nnamdi Kanu is the most peaceful freedom fighter who fights mainly for the freedom of his people and has not hurt anyone in this process. So they should release him. They should free him. Biafra is all he asks for. And this one that they are keeping him in the DSS custody, I don't know what they are looking for. I don't know what they are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is indeed innocent. Tinubu is just acting in the script of what Buhari has written, because he said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. So one would expect this kind of behaviors from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to keep on holding to Nnamdi Kanu. Have you ever heard Tinubu discuss about Nnamdi Kanu's case? No. Tinubu has never, ever mentioned Nnamdi Kanu's case. He has never, because he doesn't have the interest of Nnamdi Kanu at heart, because he is continuing from where Buhari stopped. So Tinubu has been given the order already by the previous administration not to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Now imagine that a whole lot of Nigerians have written to the president to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but yet the president has never ever responded to any of these letters. The president has never responded to any of these demands. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu demands an unconditional release. Without any condition, he ought to have been released. He ought to have been granted bail. Even the court are frustrating his attempt to seek bail. They are frustrating his attempts. So at this point, the struggles for self-determination, the struggles for the Biafra actualization embarked by Nnamdi Kanu is a popular democratic agitation. And this constitutes the fundamental rights enshrined in the United Nations chapter for human rights, as well as African chapter on human rights and people's rights. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not against the constitution for agitating for Biafra. And he has continued to agitate for this Biafra in spite of everything they've done against him, in spite of his abuse on his fundamental human rights by the federal government, in spite of how they have refused to release him, how they have kept him, in fact, Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner in Nigeria. It is so unfortunate. We've been discussing about this, the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but yet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has never bothered to even react to this. These appeals are becoming too much. These appeals are becoming too much. To an extent, those within the ethnic group of Nnamdi Kanu and those out of the ethnic group of Nnamdi Kanu have been clamoring for his release. Omoyele Sowore has told the president to release Nnamdi Kanu, drop all charges against him as declared by the AGF. Why are they keeping him in prison? They are bringing their own doom, because the truth is there right in their faces that this guy is innocent of all charges. All charges has been cleared. So why is it that they are keeping him? Is it because he's an Igbo man? So at this point, all hands are up, all fingers are crossed. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not even, given a thought on Nnamdi Kanu's release. For any day, he has never given a thought on this, which is disturbing. It is alarming, because his own persons, the likes of Omoyele Sowore, Sunday Igboho, those of the Yoruba extraction, those that were fighting for the Yoruba nation, Sunday Igboho, all charges has been cleared against him. Omoyele Sowore, all charges has been cleared. All charges against him has been cleared. They are free. But why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case different? But the thing is, there are no valid charges against Nnamdi Kanu. There are no charges against him. So why is it not released? Why? In fact, his release is long overdue. His release is long overdue. But then I would applaud Chief Edwin Clark for writing to the president to see to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And him talking about dropping all charges. Nnamdi Kanu has no charges against him. Nnamdi Kanu has no charges against him. Those charges are just there for the sake of, yes, they are charges, but we know the truth that there are no charges against him, because all charges has been cleared. Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted by the appeal court in Abuja, and yet this government has refused to let him go. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section.